Well, I think we have to be very careful with Trump. He makes a lot of threats, and he spitballs a lot of them off the cuff, and he does so as a bully does, trying to sow fear and intimidation in excess of his capacity to actually follow through. And he does this intentionally, and it's difficult for us to parse the bluster from real dangers. But he knows that American power rests on the power of the dollar and the power of the U.S. To control the global financial system. Now, some analysts argue that whatever the original impetus for BRICS, it has a lurking potential to develop as an effective counterpart to the U.S.-dominated G7, and further to create real alternatives to the dollar and the U.S.-dominated global financial system. Now, some BRICS countries are pushing hard for this now, including those already cut off from the U.S. system and under heavy sanctions, like Russia. If that happened, then it could signal the end of U.S. global power. So we can expect Washington to fight both economically and militarily to prevent such an outcome. Now, other BRICS members take a longer view, believing de-dollarization is only a matter of time, but sooner is not better, given the extent to which the dollar still facilitates global trade and the fact that there is no viable alternative to the dollar presently that could be implemented quickly without extreme risks and high costs. Furthermore, the U.S. is still the biggest economy in the world. The U.S. still dominates not only commercial systems, financial markets, banks, and so on. It also has, controlling positions in institutions like the World Bank, the IMF, and others. Now, many countries, including China, still derive a lot of direct benefits from these systems. And if you're in the middle of economic restructuring, as China is, while also managing Washington's frustrations with American declines, then now is not the time to shock the system or to expose your own domestic currency to such international risk. That said, if Trump abuses the system too much, then he only makes it even more clear that there's only one way forward for the rest of the world, and that's to find an alternative to the dollar. And again, that's coming sooner or later, but we're at this critical moment where people are trying to determine how quickly that should happen.